oppressive humid heat. 1 minute I was sinking, the next I'm in the sound, with 1,000,000 watts of energy pouring all around. The air is thick with voices, a tidal wave of noise, and every choice I make just feels like I don't have a choice. Every headlight is a spotlight, every siren is a scream. I'm caught inside a stranger's hypersaturated dream. The neons are all bleeding, the bass is in my teeth. There's something wild and frantic stirring up from underneath. The conversation splinter into words I can't quite place. There's just too much reflection shining off of every face. This city's running on some kind of sour diesel strain. An engine of pure chaos you can't negotiate. And my mind is catching fire. It's 100-car pileup. I'm spilling all my thoughts into a cracked and broken cup. Every shadow is a question, every alley is a threat. I'm trying to catch my balance, but I haven't found it yet. My skin is crawling with the beat, my teeth are clenched too tight. I need to find an exit from this brilliant burning night. I'm just a single circuit in a city-wide machine, pumping out a frequency that's frantic and obscene. My senses are wide open, they're taking way too much. I'm flinching from a stranger's accidental touch. The engine just keeps screaming. This sour diesel night. My thoughts are moving way too fast. Underneath the blinding light. Too fast. The light. The screaming. The
The skateboard is 7-ply maple, glued and pressed for durability. It is equipped with a T-shaped undercarriage, which allows for pivoting and turning. The combination of these elements create a vehicle of infinite possibility.
I was kinda lazy, the air was warm and thick, staring at the skyline, waiting for a kick. The conversation stalled out, the playlist hit a lull. The energy was fading to something safe and dull. We were sitting on the rooftop, just watching the cars pass, reflected in the bottom of an empty water glass.
Which one are you?
Then someone played that one song, the one with all the brass, and someone else started laughing, a chain reaction fast. She grabbed the keys, I grabbed the coaster, home and flipped the switch. Ditched the lazy evening to scratch a brand new itch. It was a shared idea, sparking the warm air, a sudden sweet decision to go anywhere. And oh, it hits you like a Pineapple Express. A sudden shot of pure fun in a beautiful fast mess. The world turns technicolor, the jokes all start to land. Got a fistful of adventure in the palm of my hand. We're loud and we're unstoppable, we're burning up the track. Yeah, it's a Pineapple Express and we ain't turning back. And we ain't turning back. So it's down into the neon, a spontaneous attack with a mind full of adrenaline and no real plan of attack. Just the rhythm of the city and the pulsing of the bass. A stupid happy grin plastered all across my face. The bright lights of the causeway are painting us in gold. A story that's about about to be ridiculously told. Yeah, we're on that express train, riding it all night. Underneath the neon glow, everything feels bright. Unstoppable and laughing, yeah, we're on our way. The Pineapple Express is leaving the station today. And oh, it hits you like a Pineapple Express. A sudden shot of pure fun in a beautiful fast mess.
Not the fish.
The world turns technicolor, the jokes all start to land. Got a fistful of adventure in the palm of my hand. We're loud and we're unstoppable, we're burning up the track. Yeah, it's a Pineapple Express and we ain't turning back. And we ain't turning back.
The sky is deep, magenta, the bay is holding its breath. The city's still asleep, defying its own death. Got the window open, feel the warm and salty air. Chasing out the shadows and the ghosts of the last night care. Dark roast in the grinder makes a promise sharp and deep, while the rest of the world is still caught in its sleep. Then the first crack of the daylight hits the water like a flash, and a wave of liquid gold makes a sudden brilliant splash. Across the high-rise buildings, across the balcony rail, every color turns electric, pulling back a hazy veil. The green of every palm frond is a shade I've never seen. The world's been wiped down, polished, and possibly clean.
It's a sunrise sermon, a jolt of pure caffeine. The whole world in hypercolor, a brilliant, vivid scene. My mind is kicking open, the circuits start to hum. 1,000 bright new pages are waiting to become the story of the morning. It's a rush, a clean
Alright,
attack,
let's get some
a
details
jolt
for your
of
red card, so others can see your
inspiration
basic info and
from
we
the
can get
dawn's
rolling.
first golden crack.
The steam curls from the
Alright,
coffee cup,
looking good.
a ghost
The bus
against the
is waiting
blue.
for us.
The city
Let's
starts to
roll.
waken and my thoughts awaken too. No static on the station, just a signal coming through. Every single possibility feels tangible and new. This is the charge, the current, the undisputed fact that the
Made it.
universe is open
Welcome
and
to
there's
Full
no
Tour.
turning back.
There's tons to see.
Yeah, the
do,
energy
and-
is flowing.
Okay, to get you rolling,
The
you'll need a
canvas has
skateboard.
been cleared.
Fortunately, the local skate
best
shop,
part of
Extrovert,
the
has a
morning
complimentary one waiting for you at
is
the
the
top of that
moment
building.
it appears.
Onward!
Clear-eyed and electric, ready for the spark to chase this perfect
Here it is,
feeling
your very own
right on through the dark.
important tool for your time in San Van. You'll be equipping, run, and the first step on your journey is this Ultra Mega Ramp. I know it looks gnarly, but trust me, you've got this. It all starts with the drop-in to a world of fun. Ah, it's just a slam. No problem. You're resilient. Ah, it's just a slam. No problem. You're resilient.
The day left its bruises on the sky, a fade of orange, pink, and gray. The city's exhaling a long,
Survived the body
slow
hack.
sigh, and I'm putting all the
Little knowledge
noise away.
update. Resilience is San Van's
Lock
secret
the door,
superpower.
kill the phone, let the
The next part of
silence
the tour
settle in
is
the
about
room.
carving and board control. Let's
Got a ceremony I perform alone to chase away the lingering gloom. Just a tray of paper and a jar of
this
glass to
science
make this
exam
heavy
here
moment
taught you the art of
pass.
the push, roll, and carve. Navigating these games, yeah, it's about finding your line and applying flow. However, here, you'll be rolling properly in no time.
Crack the seal, the scent that floods the air is pine and earth and something sweet. A little universe is waiting there, a frosted, beautiful to see. They call it Alaskan thunder, fuck, a prayer that's whispered like a curse, a single perfect crystal dusted puck to realign the universe. And the grinder's teeth make that slow, patient sound as the flower breaks on sacred ground. I tip the altar, a soft
That
and
is
fragrant
from the car. Verified.
pile on the paper, stretched out
be
for
on your
a
work for this to
while.
count.
It's a quiet moment, practice slow and deep. A promise that my mind can keep. The calm before the thunder, the rolling of the tide. Nowhere to run, nowhere left to
Calculated
hide.
carving. Sweet. Now
Pearl
that you
is
know that
rolled,
everything's around,
perfect,
it's time to get
handmade
in the
stick,
air.
a little ghost of what's to come.
Head over to the Ollie
Paper's
course to get
thin,
started.
the tuck is clean and quick, a sacrament sealed with my thumb.
Ollies
I hold
are the
it up
magical
against
trick
the
that gets your
neon
board off the
stain
ground and opens up
that
a
crawls
world
across
of
my
possibilities.
window pane.
Get
A
them
paper rocket built to
online.
chase the rain, a tiny key to
Enough
break
birds.
the
Let's
chain.
get those Ollies boxed.
Everything is waiting in this fragile form. The quiet eye before the storm.
That's amazing. Now try again. Now that you have it all down, that's the
Some
speed.
folks pray and some folks kneel and some folks drink to what is real. But I find faith in this small, steady act of taking something that's been cracked and making it a
This is
perfect
going to be more
whole.
challenging than possible.
A little mercy for the soul, a deliberate and a gentle art to take the anxious
You make it look so easy. Have you done this before?
world apart.
Remember, get ready.
Flicker the lighter, a sudden orange bloom. The scent of burning kindling up the room. The cherry glows, I take a breath and hold it in.
Blasting air feels good, doesn't it? At least that's what
And
my
the
research indicates.
storm begins.
I'm a girl. You look nice in a dress. Right. Investigate word choice.
Stepped out of the quiet, back into the street. The Saturday night fever, the oppressive humid heat. 1 minute I was sinking, the next I'm in the sound with 1,000,000 watts of energy pouring all around.
Check it out. Grinds and slides are when you put your true sword on a rail, ledge, or any get grind figured out, and you'll never see the surface again.
And every choice I make just feels like I don't have a choice.
Get some speed and ollie or ride onto that rail up ahead. Remember your timing. Calculated. Now get some practice on the rail.
Every headlight is a
One
spotlight.
down.
Every
ceiling fan. A slow, slow spin, a little click, and then begins again. The hum from the old fridge, a steady low tide. Nowhere to go, nowhere left to hide from this. It's
Warning.
quiet.
There is no escape. There is no escape.
My hand is
kidding.
resting on
All
the
right,
floor.
one more course to
I
go.
think I should move it,
If
but I'm not
those
sure.
slip
My
trick
legs
days
are
are
made of
late,
memory.
let's
My
start
arms
with
are made of sand. The last and quietest citizen of this quiet, couch-bound land. Don't think I can. And the couch has got
First,
me
kick
now.
flips. A must
Yeah,
in
the
every
couch
skater
has
from
got me
afar.
now.
It's one thing to
It's a
study and
slow
research
and
kick
heavy
flips. It's another
kind.
thing to witness them
I'm not
live.
fighting
We
it
pop shove it.
somehow.
Next up,
This
let's get those
piece
slip
is
tricks
in
moving.
my
But
bones.
first, let's set a
Wait,
session
I'm
marker.
glad to
Mark
keep
a spot, and I'll remember it,
long
so
and
you can
final
teleport back to it whenever you want.
the slow
Guaranteed time
descent to
saver.
sleep. Just
Alright, time to take those flips and shoves to the
the
sky.
TV's on, no sound, just like flickering blue ghosts in the Miami night. The siren from the causeways, a song from far away.
Exquisite.
The last thought
Imagine
from a
what you'll do
long,
in San Vansterdam.
long forgotten day. What was I?
Head back to your session marker,
Say.
and we'll get in a quick session. Try a few more. Fun fact, every trick on your board is some variation of a flip
The
or
hum.
shove trick. Experiment,
So
discover
heavy,
more.
kingdom come.
Let's skate the parts and try heel mate for the win.
Is very far.
You know, you'll get more air and look way cooler if you nice flip and kick flip.
Pulling under deep
Oh, a backside shove.
fall. Sleep.
You shoved it good. Real good. You are now fully equipped to rip it up and stand there. The water taxi will pick you up at the dock and take you to the city whenever you're ready. This is going to be super fun. Let's roll.
Escape the sour engine, the frantic buzzing wire.
Let's get over to San Van. Good times are calling us.
Find a quiet sanctuary from the city's burning fire. Walked out to the old dock, left the concrete shore behind, to find a different rhythm for my overloaded mind. The moon is up, the tide is high, the air is soft and warm. The perfect gentle shelter from the long days, perfect storm. The water of the bay is like a warm and silken sheet. It quiets the percussion of the distant pounding street. I lie back on the surface and I let my body go, held up by the soul and by a current deep and slow. The only sounds my heartbeat and the lapping of the waves. This is the silent temple that a tired spirit craves, and I'm floating on a blue dream under a velvet sky, with no questions to be answered, no reason to ask why. My body is the ocean, my thoughts are just the tide. There is no past or future, there is nothing left inside, but this perfect gentle stillness, this deep
resident incentive program works along the way. Get ready to rip. The RIP initiative is all about reinvigorating the San Van skate scene and getting the locals and visitors hyped on the city. And all you need to do to take part is skate. Best way to get people hyped about skating is to just skate.
Just floating, dreaming, blue. The city's gone.
So, as part of the RIP
world is
initiative,
gone.
every neighborhood has set up challenges aimed at highlighting some of the best spots in the city.
Floating on a blue dream.
There are a few types of challenges. Each one highlights a different aspect of what makes San Van so special to skaters. Completing challenges earns reputation. The more rep you've got, the more challenges
The energy is
throw your
fading.
way. They want you
Long
amping the
days
local
at its
scene.
end. The frantic pace of Collins Avenue is no longer my friend. The laughter's just an echo. The adventures in the past. A feeling of deep quiet is descending on me fast. The city's still a heartbeat, a low and steady hum. But my own participation
They'll also
in
float
the
you
rhythm
riches.
has gone
Perfect for
numb.
picking up the newest stuff at Extra.
My bones feel like
There's
they're made of
challenge
lead.
up ahead.
My skin is made of down. I'm the king of this old sofa in my quiet, threadbare crown. I can feel the cushions breathing,
But it might not be you.
conforming to my weight.
Let's shut it
As
down,
if to
score
say
some rip
relax
tips,
now.
and maybe grab some new gear.
You have met your gentle fate. It's a slow and heavy anchor in a deep and silent sea. And the only thing that's moving is the drifting part of me. And that granddaddy purple twilight settles on the bay, washes out the frantic colors of the long and
The
noisy
Board
day.
Line challenges are all about skating from one
My
small
body's
path,
just a
rowing
vessel
a couple
I
trips
have
to
left
Disney.
upon the shore, while my mind floats out on currents that I've never felt before. Just sinking, slowly sinking to a quiet velvet deep. In the comfort of this purple, just before I fall asleep. The city noise is muted,
If you
a
miss
whisper
one of
through the
floating AR
glass.
variants, you can always return to
I'm
your
watching
destination
my
and
own
try the
thoughts
line
float
again.
by and letting all of them pass. They're not shouting, they're not rushing, they're just pictures in a row.
It's not part of a good line. Go again.
A quiet understanding of the things I'll never know. This disconnection's peaceful, a tide that pulls me out beyond the reach of worry
Let's try that again.
and beyond the grasp of doubt. Just sinking, yeah, slowly sinking. The purple fades to black. My body's just an anchor now, and I'm not finds me on this shore.
Algorithmic. That line was sick. Every neighborhood has a local extrovert shop.
Left the city's orange
You can
glow a
always shop
dozen
on your
miles
phone wherever you
behind.
are, but sometimes it's good to drop by and support your
For
local
a
in
different
person.
kind of broadcast, a different state of mind. Pull the car over by the glaze where the solid darkness starts, and the only sound's the beating of a pair of
Welcome to the
human
shop.
hearts.
This is where the
The
hottest
air
new
is
drops
cool
will appear.
and smells of earth, a quiet
These are your rib
ancient
chips.
thing.
See how you have
And we're
them now?
waiting for
Use
the
these
sermon
PSCCC
that the
curates different product
empty
boxes to
heavens
bend your rib
bring.
chips to see anything you like. Another one is sweet pulse. I've got something else to show you though.
You kill the engine, kill the lights, and let our vision clear. And all the city's empty noise begins to disappear. And the velvet black awakens, not a slow and gentle start, but a sudden sharp explosion that just overflows the heart. A billion tiny pinpricks, a dusting of pure white. The universe has opened up its doors for us tonight.
Expressing yourself
And it
is a big
feels
part
like
of
we
creating
are
something now.
watching the
Let's keep your
northern
little
lights
What you've
tonight.
got on you.
A
And
silent
pick it up.
cosmic broadcast of a holy ghostly light. Every single star's a word in a language we can feel, that makes this whole reality seem fragile and yet real.
We're just a pair of witnesses to this beautiful slow burn. Two students in a classroom with so much left to learn.
A silver scar, a shooting star just tears the dark apart. A million years of traveling to break a human heart.
With so much perfect beauty, and I feel my own small soul expand to try and hold this galaxy in the palm of my own hand.
I feel the planet turning, a slow and patient spin. And this is where the world ends and the real truth can begin.
Just breathing with the static of the old and endless shore. Underneath the steady, silent, universal glow. This feeling is the compass, the
Perfect.
true
I've got more
north
challenges to
that
show you,
we
in case you'd like to earn
find.
more rib tips.
Watching these southern, northern lights, losing track of The city's still electric, but the current's in my bones. A static charge of worry and tired overtones. The long day's finally over, the race is finally run. Beneath the hazy twilight that has swallowed up the sun. Out here on the balcony, the air is thick and deep. A million stories rising from the avenues that sleep. I try to. Yeah. So I just stand here breathing, stillness in the heat, ignoring the percussion of the traffic down the street. Try it in and hold it, the chaos in the sound, every hope I lost lost this week. And every fear I found, I let it go so slowly. A single silver stream, a vapor trail of everything that isn't what it seems.
Period origin.
And every worry leads me on that long and steady breath. A quiet truce between the noise of life and quiet death of another day. The patterns in the mist, a fading art, show me how to gently, slowly take the world apart. Finding that old comfort, that fundamental calming hush, that original stillness in the middle of the rush. The low clouds from the ocean put a halo on the bay. The sharp edges of the skyline begin to melt away. The room behind me fills with the haze of the salt air, a soft and blurry sanctuary from a world of care. I watch the vapor dancing, a ghost against the light, and learn how to dissolve into the warm Miami night. Yeah. Just breathing in and out now.
Sunrise bleeds across the bay, a canvas streaked with gold. Salt air whispers secrets.
Hey, long time no see.
Stories yet
Maybe.
untold.
What's on the agenda?
Shipwreck's breath, a hazy veil drifts on the morning breeze, washing over weary souls, bringing inner peace. Tote the weight of yesterday, burdens start to fade. Coast along the ocean's edge, where sun-kissed dreams are made. Chill the whispers of the mind, let worries gently cease. Float upon the tide of calm, find solace and release. Smoke and shadows intertwine, a dance of light and shade. Sativas kiss a gentle fire, emotions start to wade. Through layers of perception, where clarity resides. Shipwreck's current takes you there, where tranquility presides. Distant gulls cry overhead, a lonely haunting sound. Echoes of a restless heart on hallowed sacred ground. The rhythm of the ocean waves, a constant steady beat, mirroring the pulse within, a rhythm bittersweet. Tote the weight of yesterday, burdens start to fade. Coast along the ocean's edge, where sun-kissed dreams are made. Chill the whispers of the mind, let worries gently cease. Float upon the tide of
Spots
calm,
and how
find
to own them.
solace and
A spot is
release.
any place you see with the potential for a big trick to go down. Once you get a feel for skating, you'll start seeing them everywhere.
Fire, emotions start to wade. Through layers of perception, where clarity resides. Shipwreck's current takes you there, where tranquility presides. Like driftwood on the ocean floor, surrender to the flow. No resistance, no control, just letting worries go. The mind expands, the spirit soars on wings of pure delight. Bathed in shipwreck's golden glow, everything feels right. Smoke and shadows intertwine, a dance of light and shade. Sativas kiss a gentle fire, emotions start to wade. Through layers of perception, where clarity resides. Shipwreck's current takes you there, where tranquility presides.
bay is holding its breath. The city's still asleep, defying its own death. Got the window open, feel the warm and salty air. Chasing out the shadows and the ghosts of the last I cared. Dark roast in the grinder makes a promise sharp and deep, while the rest of the world is still caught in its sleep. Then the first crack of the daylight hits the water like a flash, and a wave of liquid gold makes a sudden brilliant splash. Across the high-rise buildings, across the balcony rail, every color turns electric, pulling back a hazy veil. The green of every palm frond is a shade I've never seen. The world's been wiped down, polished, and possibly clean.
And it's a sunrise sermon, a jolt of pure caffeine. The whole world in hypercolor, a brilliant, vivid scene. My mind is kicking open, the circuits start to hum. 1,000 bright new pages are waiting to become the story of the morning. It's a rush, a clean attack, a jolt of inspiration from the dawn's first golden crack.
The steam curls from the coffee cup, a ghost against the blue. The city starts to waken and my thoughts awaken too. No static on the station, just a signal coming through. Every single possibility feels tangible and new. This is the charge, the current, the undisputed fact that the universe is open and there's no turning back.
Yeah, the energy is flowing, the canvas has been cleared. Best part of the morning is the moment it appeared. Clear-eyed and electric, ready for the spark to chase this perfect feeling right on through the dark. just keep screaming. This sour diesel night, my thoughts are moving way too fast. Underneath the blinding light, too escape the sour engine, the frantic buzzing wire, to find a quiet sanctuary from the city's burning fire. Walked out to the old dock, left the concrete shore behind, to find a different rhythm for my overloaded mind. The moon is up, the tide is high, the air is soft and warm. The perfect, gentle shelter from the long day's perfect storm. The water of the bay is like a warm and silken sheet. It quiets the percussion of the distant pounding street. I lie back on the surface and I let my body go, held up by the salt and by a current deep and slow. The only sounds my heartbeat and the lapping of the waves. This is the silent temple that a tired spirit craves, and I'm floating on a blue dream under a velvet sky, with no questions to be answered, no reason to ask why. My body is the ocean, my thoughts are just the tide. There is no past or future, there is nothing left inside, but this perfect gentle stillness, this deep and endless gleam, just floating slowly, floating on this peaceful blue black dream. The city lights are distant pearls, they melt and start to swim across my blurry vision on the water's gentle rim. Time is just a rumor that I heard another day. space that's in between. The star of my own movie on a calm and silent screen. Just floating, dreaming. Blue. The city's gone. The world is gone. And I am floating too. Floating on a blue dream. True.
have their... Whoa! That's cooler than I expected. Thanks. Okay, now that we found the spot, we've got to own it. The best way to own a spot is to get high scores or do the craziest tricks and trick sequences. Let's give it a shot. Owning a spot takes a few tries sometimes. Let's set a session marker first. How about starting simple? Remember your ollies? Sorry to be a stickler for details, but try it on the spot. Nice work. Do a trick, land 4 wheels on the ground, and you earn score. Sometimes you need to spin to win. Spinning midair is a great way to juice up your score, but let's practice on solid ground first. Functional kick turn. Now, hit that session marker to get realigned and launch some airs. Now, try to spin in the air. Let's put it all together and crush this own. This spot is a hedgehog staple. There's a gap in the hedges up there. Head up the stairs and put a little bustle in that hedgerow. You know, the local skate crew in Hedgemont would probably be stoked to see what you have for this spot. They're called the Dacks, and they love the hedge. Those Dacks, there's a new shredder in this. Remember, crush those goals, own the spot challenges are all about doing a trick. will reward you if your reputation climbs enough. It's their way of saying, thanks for answering the local skate scene.
The sky is deep, magenta, the bay is holding its breath. The city's still asleep, defying its own death. Got the window open, filled with warm and salty